Hello everyone, my name is Paulo Ferreres. My project is called Quintessence, and it's about identifying price-responsive electric loads. So demand management is becoming more and more relevant as a means to control or balance the electrical system. And a strategy to tackle this is by varying pricing. So this project is about identifying the users that are actually responsive to this strategy. So the data that I'm using is an actual experiment where the control group is given a flat tariff and the treatment group is given a variable tariff. This experiment also has a benchmark period of time where both groups are under the same circumstances. So the approach that I took was to do a clustering in a way that we reduce the dimensionality of the data set and we capture the user's profile, consumption profile. So what we can see here is the daily consumption profile and 6 clusters that share both variability and magnitude. We can also see the density of the clusters and just a mean consumption pattern at the top right. So now, using this information back in the experiment, we can now see the deviation between the both curves and determine whether they are responsive or not, but on a more, or on a subgrouping level, and get more information about that. So the first thing that we can do is actually visually inspect whether they are whether they converge or not, or that variation. So as we can see here in cluster 2, there is apparently no response at the peak time. Now what we can also do is formulate a hypothesis and say, well, is price a substantial or a significant way to diminish that demand? And by looking at the underlying distributions of these two curves, we can do a control test and objectively quantify both the reduction and if it is statistically significant. So if we take that into the 6 clusters, we can see that cluster 1, 3, and 5 are actually responsive to this strategy, while we cannot conclude the same for cluster 2, 4, and 6. So the takeaway of this project is that this could be a systematic way for identifying which users respond to a specific strategy that, for example, a utility might implement, and that way maximize the investment that they can do in a more oriented way or user-specific way, as well as to maximize the actual capacity utilization of the grid. So that is all. My name is Pablo, and thanks so much.